Hello and welcome to Spokane County Spotlight. I'm Commissioner Al French, and today my guest is Erin Gurtel, Spokane County Fair and Expo Director. Erin, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to discuss the many opportunities at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. But first, tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a native of Western Washington, originally from the Maple Valley Black Diamond area. My husband Ben and I have resided in Spokane for about 20 years now, and previously to living in Spokane, we resided in the beautiful Wenatchee Valley. I'm a graduate of WSU, go Cougs, and I have had the pleasure of working in the event industry for over 20 years now. I started out my career in Seattle with the Bumbershoot Festival, which One Reel is the nonprofit that puts that event on. It's held annually every Labor Day at the Seattle Center. While at One Reel, I had the opportunity to work on 5 major festivals. And through that, I learned that I love events. There's just a real energy, adrenaline rush that you get with that. And it made a nice fit with my background in public relations and marketing. Along the way of my career, I've also worked for a couple of downtown organizations, the Wenatchee Downtown Association and the Downtown Spokane Partnership. And that gave me a great opportunity to work with local businesses, promoting these historic districts and shopping and dining and making a lot of fun things happen to draw people to downtown communities. Currently, I have been with the Spokane County for the past 15 years. And recently, I've been appointed to the director role, but the past 14 years or so, I served as the marketing and sales manager. So it's been a really exciting opportunity, and I also serve on the Washington State Fair Board of Directors.
Okay, outstanding. So you're new to this role, so how's the transition been going?
It's been really exciting, and I have to say, a lot more meetings.
Yeah. So why did you decide to take on the role of director?
It seemed like a natural transition for me. I've been involved with every event that has taken place at the Fair and Expo the past 15 years. This will be my 15th fair, and I've also been really involved with the day-to-day operations. So it was an opportunity for me to build on my existing skills and see how I could grow my skill set and my career. And I have to say, I just really love working with our team. We have a really awesome staff at the Fair and Expo. And on top of that, I get to collaborate with a lot of great people in the community and other businesses.
So what kind of new perspective do you hope to offer?
Well, something I'm really passionate about is increasing my learning on the fair industry, seeing what the new trends are. But I also like to attend other events to get ideas. Always when I'm at an event, I'm in event planning mode, and I'm looking to see what's working, what's not working, what are some great ideas I could bring back to our organization. So I'm hoping through my background and the things that I enjoy that I'll bring new ideas to our organization and just build on relationships and create new partnerships.
Well, with that very extensive background, you certainly have all the qualifications to be the director, and so I'm very pleased that we've selected you and stuff. So,
thank you.
But thank you for that introduction. So, can you give us a little overview of the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center, and how did we get started in this, and what's the purpose of the venue?
Sure. So we sit currently on 97 acres, and we have about 150,000 square feet of exhibit space. In addition to that, we have a number of agricultural buildings, and we also have 4 arenas, including our grandstand arena that seats about 5,200. About 17 years ago, we had the opportunity for a bond, and we received about $22 million. With that bond, we were able to add some new buildings, including our entry plaza, Bay 4, which is our floral building during the fair, and then also our grandstand arena and some permanent outdoor food booth spaces. And I really have to say our facility is the envy of a lot of fairgrounds. I've had the opportunity to tour a lot of folks from all over the country, and they are quite jealous of what we have there. So we know we're very fortunate. I would say historically, talking about the fair here in Spokane, it started in 1886, and the first fair was held at Corbin Park. For about 30 years, the fair was held at the Playfair racetrack. And then after that, the Fair Association decided they needed to look for their own piece of land. It was a lot to coordinate with what was already happening at Playfair. So where we're currently located at Broadway and Havana, that is where the fair has been for about 68 years. And at the time in the early 50s, a 35-year lease agreement was signed between the Fair Association and Spokane County. And as I mentioned, we're getting ready to celebrate our 68th fair on our grounds. When you ask what the purpose of our venue is, really it started out and continues to be a place to bring the community together. And that's traditionally what fairs are about, is an opportunity to come together and celebrate harvest and showcase our livestock and agriculture. And we've been really able to build on that the last 68 years. And we have a number of annual events with us that have been there 50 and 60 years.
Yeah. Well, and the ag industry is one of the three primary industries for Spokane County. It was ag, mining, and forestry and stuff. So it's great that we continue to celebrate that heritage for the community and stuff. So one of the main events on an annual basis is the Spokane International Fair. And so can you tell us a little bit about the fair coming up soon, in fact, just a couple weeks now, and what is the theme this year?
So the fair is September 6th through the 15th. So we're just about a month out. We're really excited. And as always, we will have over 40 food booths. Of course, the King Corn Dog's my favorite to look forward to. But being out there for 10 plus days, I definitely have an opportunity to sample the different vendors. We have around 3,500 livestock animals exhibited at our fair during the 10 days. And then we have about another 10,000 what we call still exhibits. So that's your arts and crafts, your floral, your agricultural, fruits and vegetables. Photography is an area we've seen a lot of growth in. It's very popular right now.
Terrific. So the fair offers also entertainment for all kinds of age groups and stuff. So what are some of the events and entertainment occurring during the fair this year?
Sure. When, I get to talk with people out in the community, they get really excited about our grandstand entertainment. What's coming to the grandstand? What concerts have we booked? We offer 9 days of events in the grandstand. So we always kick off the first weekend with the PRCA rodeo, and Friday night being our Tough Enough to Wear Pink night.
Right.
We're dark on Sunday because we're now switching gears to go into our concert series. So we have to bring in stage and lighting and sound. We have to pack all that dirt down that was all nice and loose for those rodeo arena riders. And then we transition into Monday night. We have Shenandoah and Restless Heart. Tuesday night, Trace Adkins. Wednesday, Foreigner. Thursday night, Pop Evil. And then we finish out the weekend big with motorsports. And Spokane really loves their motorsports.
Yeah.
So we have a truck and tractor pull on Friday night, and then we have sellout crowds for our demolition derbies on Saturday and Sunday.
Outstanding, outstanding. So what kid-friendly activities should our viewers look forward to experiencing out at the fair?
Sure. So the nice thing about our fair is everywhere you look are family-friendly and kid activities. We have the Kiddyland Carnival, we have the Family Fun Stage that all 10 days has family activities programmed with different entertainment. We have mutton busting. I mean, that's always so popular. Watch those little ones hold on to the sheep for dear life. We also have the racing pigs. The kids pedal tractor pulls, and lots of livestock barns for the kids to go through and see these critters they don't normally get to interact with in their daily lives.
Well, and the fair has been known to attract visitors from not just Spokane region, but I've got friends over in the other side of the state that make a point of coming over every year to be able to take advantage of the fair and all the activities and stuff.
And
so it's got a big draw.
We love to hear that.
Yeah. So are there any new events or exhibits that we're going to see at the fair this year?
So something we're really excited about is our new Pirate High Dive show. And pirates will be diving from 90 feet in the air into 10 feet of water. And the fun thing is we've actually based our theme around that. So our theme this year is the Pirates of Carrots and Beans. So we love to take it's always kind of corny, right? But that's just the fair, and that's part of the fun. But we like to take our new attractions that we're bringing in. So we've had shark themes, sea lions. We brought in the folks from Duck Dynasty before, and we incorporate that into our theme, but also have an agricultural component. So that's something new and exciting. It's included in your admission ticket. We're also adding a food court stage where all 10 days there will be live entertainment, and then that's the area where all the picnic tables are around the food booths. So we have Valerie Jean, our local Spokane native, that will be performing with her band. And then we also have the Riddler's Dueling Piano coming out for 5 days, and they'll be doing a number of performances. So if you love to sing along, this is the place to be.
Yeah. So the fair's developed a great deal over the years. So what are some of the improvements that our viewers can enjoy?
Well, we're always working to enhance the fairgoers' experience. So we're programming new entertainment, new interactive displays, but something we really focus on is the public safety. So we're adding lighting around our grounds, making sure people are working on, walking on smooth, even surfaces. We're adding more hand washing stations because if you want to touch the critters, you better wash your hands afterwards. So, and that's something really important that we want to stress to our attendees. And we've also added Wi-Fi throughout our whole facility. So that's pretty exciting. That was a really big project for us to take on with the county IT department, but it's something that was needed to be done, and it's enjoyed by all.
So there's also something new that our viewers are going to experience at the fair this year, and that relates to parking. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. For a number of years now, we've been charging a $5 parking fee. And up until this year, we did have one gravel parking lot that we were making available for free parking during weekdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we have went to all paid parking this year. The nice thing about going to all paid parking is it will really streamline the process when guests arrive. They won't have to stop and make a decision. Am I going to pay for parking, or am I going to take a chance to go trying to find a spot down in the free parking lot? And with that, it helps us, provide a better experience for our guests because it's better controls on traffic in and traffic flowing out. And also it helps us offset some of those costs. It costs us between $120,000 to $140,000 to manage parking successfully for 10 days at the fair.
Yeah, and parking is a critical element to any kind of big venue like this and stuff. And like you say, we're one of the few counties in the state that continues to hold international or fairground or fair events and stuff. So, but it takes revenue to be able to put that on from year after year after year.
It does.
And the breadth of activities and all of the events available for people when they come to the fairgrounds, it's a pretty incredible not only event, but a great value. So you've been with the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center for quite some time now. What type of big goals and ideas would you like to see implemented in our fair?
Well, sure. I am very excited about this opportunity. And as I've mentioned already, I really want to look at more opportunities to collaborate with the community and with organizations. We recently connected with WSU to see what kind of agricultural educational programs we can offer during the fair. It's a really good time to educate the public on our agricultural heritage of the fair and the region that we live in. And we really want to keep promoting our youth that are showcasing their hard work and their livestock while they're at the fair in our 4-H program. So I'm just really looking at the opportunity to grow those relationships and create new ones.
That's one aspect of the fair that I think a lot of the folks in the community don't really appreciate or come to appreciate is what a big event this is for the youth. I mean, the 4-H and all of the events around the animals and stuff. I mean, these folks, these kids have been invested into these animals for a long time and stuff, and they take a great deal of pride in the competitions and the ribbons and the whole 9 yards and stuff. So that's a big event and stuff. So you've got a long career of working with different fairs and festivals. What is the unique thing about Spokane County International Fair?
Sure. So every fair is unique in its own way. It's a representation of our community. We all have similar components. We have livestock displays, we have vendors, we have carnivals, and it's how we bring that together and we program it for the best experience for our guests here in the Spokane region. And with that, we have a lot of unique vendors and food vendors. And this is something that only happens one time a year. So people get really excited about the opportunity to come out and have that food vendor opportunity that they can't eat it anyplace else the rest of the year. And it's one place where you can come and enjoy so many different elements in one event. I mean, I think the fair is such a value at $11 for an adult ticket, and that you could really make the whole day of it and entertain yourself, and you really don't have to spend any additional money except for that $5 for parking. Well, but you can bring a whole carload for that.
Yeah.
So I think it's unique that we're located where we're at. We're in an industrial area, and yet we're minutes from the core of downtown Spokane. We sit on the edge of the city of Spokane Valley, but we have city of Spokane right across the street from us. It does make us easily accessible to the community to come from all directions. But like I mentioned, it's just something really special that happens one time a year.
So aside from the Spokane County Interstate Fair, the center also offers a lot of other events for people to enjoy. Can you tell the audience a little bit about some of the other events?
Sure. We keep a very full calendar of events throughout the year. So starting in January, you're going to come out and enjoy the RV shows, the boat shows, home and yard, cars, antiques. The list goes on. And it's just something that's really exciting for us that we have such a program facility. Now, as we move into the month of August, we're going to finish things out before the fair with the Scottish Highland Games this weekend. And then we'll have the Good Guys Car Show next weekend. Then we go into a small blackout period because it takes a lot of work to get our buildings set up for the fair. All the displays, all the paneling that has to go up for the livestock areas. And once we get through fair, our team only has that week after fair to clean up all of the fair and get us ready for our interim events to start up all over again. And we're booked solid all the way through the end of the year.
So one of the events that I remember visiting at the fairgrounds was during the summer months, and it was a fair about repurposing different events or different activities.
The farm chicks?
The farm chicks,
yes.
exactly.
You're a brave
right.
guy, Al, for going to that.
Well, it was me and one other guy. We were the only two there, with around 10,000 women, I think. I mean, it was
Probably.
it was an incredible event and a lot of fun. We ended up spending 2 days at the event and stuff, and my biggest fear is that I would get repurposed, but it was a lot of fun. And you want to talk a little bit about that kind of an event?
Oh, we love the farm chicks. The farm chicks create such a unique energy at our facility. People come from all over the country to attend this event, and they start lining up at 5 in the morning because they want to be first in the door Saturday morning to find those treasures.
Yeah.
It is so full in there. It is hard to even get into some of the booth spaces, but I love all the booths at that show because everyone's like its own little individual boutique experience. And it just really gives you some great ideas on repurposing things as well.
You know, and that reminds me, you know, also at the Interstate Fair, you also have a number of vendors and booths that are available for folks if they want to go buy something unique or they want to find something that ag-based or some improvements for their houses and stuff. You might talk a little bit about that.
Definitely. We have hundreds of vendors at the fair. So it's just really a wide variety from import goods. Some people love buying their sheets at the fair. They have a favorite vendor there for that. It's a good time to pick up a hot tub or a spa, a fireplace. Maybe start your Christmas shopping at the fair. There's a lot of options there.
So at the Fair and Expo Center, what is it that you wish more people knew about it?
Well, I guess the biggest thing I would put out there is that we're an enterprise fund. So everything that we do at the Fair and Expo, it goes back to support our facility and to give us the ability to continue doing the work that we're doing each year. I think, the community is great at coming out to support all the different events that we have, but there's always room for more people to come out. So it's an exciting place.
So what do you think one of the biggest challenges is for the fair?
Sure. There's two things here. Biggest challenges, one, looking at the Fair and Expo Center itself, is that's quite a facility to maintain throughout the year. And as it ages, things start failing. And right now we're looking at needing to spend $200,000 to repair our heating and air conditioning system in just 2 of our buildings. So those are the things we need to start planning for, and those could be challenges in the future if we're not smart with our money, or we may need some support from the county and from the general fund. We're pretty proud of ourselves that we maintain most of everything on our own.
So how do you expect to address some of those issues? Is it, you talked about planning and stuff, but some other activities or some other approaches that you might want to contemplate?
I am really interested in seeing about us producing some of our own events in the future besides the fair.
Okay.
I think that could be a good revenue stream for us. I think we just have to communicate more with the commissioners and the county CEO, and we're going to be working on some planning for the future. What does that look like 5 and 10 years, 20 years down the road from now? And we know that we already have some things coming at us, but being a little bit more prepared for that.
And so we have, to assist you, is a board of directors that provide you a resource. You want to talk a little bit about the board and some of the makeup on them?
Sure. So we have a fair advisory board made up of 7 individuals from the community. And we have some that are business owners. One's a promoter that's involved with our facility year round. We have people with agricultural backgrounds. We have law enforcement on our thing. We have some bankers. We have some great folks that are really networked throughout the community that we can lean on, and they can give us guidance.
And over the years, you've been able to develop a master plan for the Fair and Expo site that talks about a vision that goes beyond what we have there now and stuff. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I think it's time to maybe dust the master plan off a little bit. It's something we've been working on for a number of years, but we're at a point where we need to pick that up and revamp where we're going with that in the future. There may be some opportunities for some partnerships with other groups in the community to possibly expand our facilities. We could use another 30 to 50,000 square foot exhibit hall on our property right now when we're really busy during the peak seasons, which everyone wants to have an event in our facility between February and April. And we're full at the end, folks, but, and again, when you come back in the fall, we're booked solid. So if we could find another mid-sized space to put on our grounds, I think we could accommodate a lot of new groups.
And I know one of the assets that we have at the Fair and Expo Center is the grandstands. And over the years, there's been various conversations about expanding the number of seats at the grandstands, and even conversations about maybe possibly putting a roof over it and being able to use it throughout the entire year and stuff. And so is that idea continued to surface, or is...
It has just recently in some meetings. That would really provide us an exciting opportunity if we could enclose the grandstands. It is one of our more underutilized spaces. It gets a little tricky, especially during the summer months if you have an equestrian show going on. They're not a big fan of a monster truck show going on at the same time. So, but definitely during those winter months, we would see a lot of use out there if we could enclose that facility.
I know that the mayor for the city of Spokane talked about creating an enclosed athletic event down next to the arena to accommodate high school football. And I'm struck by the fact that, we already have half of it built at the fairgrounds and finished the other half and put a roof on it. And it could be the winter venue for high school football in the region for all of the school districts and stuff. So it's just another way that the community could get additional value or more activities out at the fairgrounds and stuff. So anything else that you'd like to share about either some of the other events that have happened out at the fair, an Expo Center, or the fairgrounds, the Interstate Fair coming up?
Sure. I'm just really proud of what our team accomplishes at our facility. We have about 14 full-time staff members, so that's a lot of work for 14 people to take on year-round. And all of our events are very complimentary of the services that we provide there, and we're just looking to build on that. We have a great reputation around the community. We're really proud of how we collaborate with so many nonprofits and youth groups. We host a number of fundraisers at our facility, and I just really see a lot of opportunity for growth there.
Well, and that's one of the other things about the Interstate Fair is that we have a number of nonprofits that are on the site that use that as a fundraising venue for their operations too. So it's a great opportunity to get the revenue back into the community to help support some of the other initiatives going on and stuff. So any last minute thoughts that you'd like to share with us as we reach the end of our show?
We're just really excited that fair's right around the corner. It's something our team works on all year long, and soon we'll be thinking about next year's fair as we're getting through this fair. And we just really invite the community out to enjoy us and enjoy the fair. And we'll be there September 6th through the 15th, and we hope to see you.
Well, we'll all be there because it's always something, it's a big event from my standpoint and my family's standpoint. We always look forward to participating. So I'm afraid that we're out of time, and I want to thank Erin for being here today. I know I've enjoyed learning about what is coming up for this year's Spokane County Interstate Fair. As a reminder to our audience, all of our Spokane County spotlights can be accessed on our website and YouTube channel. New this month, you can listen on the go and download our Spokane County spotlights as a podcast on your SoundCloud or iTunes app. Just go to one of those apps and search for Spokane County. I'm County Commissioner Al French. Thank you for joining us today on Spokane County Spotlight.